What kind of child becomes a name that entire empires whisper in fear? Not a king born into marble halls, not a prince raised on books and law, but a boy from a world Rome barely understood, a hard horizon of wind, horses, and survival. Attila did not emerge from civilization. He emerged from its edges. And maybe that is what made him so dangerous. Because when a man grows up where order is weak, mercy becomes expensive, and fear becomes a language. Attila would learn to speak that language better than anyone alive. The truth is, Attila's childhood is mostly hidden from us. Historians do not know exactly where he was born, and even the language of the Huns remains uncertain. But some things are clear. He was likely born into a ruling family around the early 5th century, the son of Mundzuk and nephew of the Hunnic king Rugila. He and his brother Bleda were raised not for comfort, but for command, taught to ride early, shoot from horseback, endure cold, move fast, and think like men who could lose everything in a season. His classroom was the steppe. His childhood was preparation. Attila grew up in a world built on instability. The Huns were feared, used, bribed, and hated by Rome. Sometimes hired as mercenaries, sometimes described as monsters. To the settled empires, the Huns were outsiders. To survive as an outsider is to understand something early. Respect is fragile, but fear travels fast. In a confederation held together by strength, hesitation could look like weakness. So whatever softness existed in Attila's youth likely had no place to grow. The lesson of his early world was brutal and simple. Control the fear around you, or be swallowed by it. In 434, after the death of their uncle Rugila, Attila and his older brother Bleda became joint rulers of the Huns. Their first major act was not a battle, but a negotiation with the Eastern Roman Empire at Margus. Rome agreed to pay more gold. That matters. Because Attila learned early that empires did not only fall to swords. They could be bent through pressure, humiliation, and timing. War was never his only weapon. He understood leverage, he understood spectacle. And once he discovered that Rome could be forced to pay for peace, peace itself became a business. When Rome failed to keep its promises, Attila answered with invasion. In 441 and 443, Hunnic forces struck across the Danube, destroying major cities and exposing how vulnerable the Eastern Empire had become. Then, around 445, Bleda disappeared from the story. Ancient sources point to Attila as the man behind his death. After that, there was no shared throne, only Attila. From there, his rule became colder, sharper, more absolute. He did not just inherit a confederation stretching from the Alps and the Baltic toward the Caspian. He turned it into a machine powered by loyalty, tribute, and terror. Power changed Attila, or maybe it revealed him. In 447, he hit the Eastern Empire again. In 451, he invaded Gaul, nearly taking Orleans before Roman and Visigoth forces stopped him at the Catalonian plains, his first and only major defeat. A year later, he invaded Italy and sacked city after city. This is where Attila becomes more than a warlord. He becomes a psychological weapon. He understood that if enough cities burned, the next one might surrender without a fight. Fear was efficient. Fear saved time. And once a ruler discovers fear works faster than trust, he rarely goes back. And then, suddenly, the force that terrified Europe stopped. In 453, after marrying a young woman named Ildiko, Attila died during the night. Ancient accounts suggest he choked on blood after a hemorrhage, though later stories added murder and conspiracy. But the most important truth is simpler than the mystery. The empire he built depended too much on one man. After his death, his sons divided what he controlled, and the structure began to crack. By 469, the Hunnic Empire had broken apart. The man who made nations tremble could not build anything that survived his absence. So what was the shadow origin of Attila the Hun? Maybe it was not one wound, or one betrayal, or one moment. Maybe it was a world that taught him that stability was an illusion, mercy was weakness, and fear was the fastest road to obedience. He mastered that lesson so completely that even Rome paid him to delay his violence. But fear is a poor foundation for immortality. Attila conquered through pressure, but left behind no durable peace, no lasting order, only a legend sharpened by terror. In the end, the boy from the edge of the world remained exactly that, a storm, not a civilization.